Hello, America. To quote one of the funniest motherfuckers ever. I don't really do this. I'm not really much of a complainer. I generally just plug on along and deal with stuff. But I'm at my wits' end here, man. I just, like 2020, working for a office supply company. Sounds like Maples. And fell out the back of the truck. Almost. I'd actually fallen off the back the year before, broke my arm, and didn't miss any work. I just worked one armed. But in 2020, I caught myself from falling by holding on to the pull strap and throwing everything on my right leg as I was going down. Kept me from smacking my head against the trailer lock. You know, you've ever been backed up to a big dock. More modern one, you'll know what that is. Basically grabs a hold of the trailer so it doesn't go anywhere. It's kind of an extra bonus helping of stabilizing it as far as in addition to wheel chocks. Anyways, banged it up pretty good. It was a little bit hurt. Tried to make the next delivery. Couldn't do it. It was already just from riding from that spot to the next one. It was tightened up so bad I could barely move it. So I go back to the shop. And my boss man, he's gold, baby. He's gold. This ain't about him. His hands are tied in this. But they sent me to, the work med places. I'm not sure what the name of it was, but I may know. But, you gotta watch what you say, names and stuff, because people get litigious. And they've already bled me dry. Anyways, I go there. I'm telling you what, it's really stiff, sore as hell, and having this problem. I said, well, it's probably a bad sprain. Okay, well, you got some more. We're going to put you on some physical therapy, put you on light duty. Cool, gotcha. Which means on light duty, I can still go to work, still help out, because we're just setting up the shop. We're still setting up. We're still trying to get a good workforce. We didn't have it yet. We had myself and the 5 people I brought in, or at least I recommended anyways, and they're kicking ass. We got a couple of good ones, and we got some crap. When you're starting up, that's what happens. But I can go back to work. I can help them out. I'll go in there and go back to the next physical therapy. The first physical therapy appointment, they asked me what happened. I said, well, told them. I said, and then I've noticed, because I got to one of my deliveries the next day, didn't miss. Still went back to work the next day. Limping like a mother, but I was still there. When I walk upstairs, when I step up with my right foot, there's an audible, I can hear and feel like a thunk as I'm standing up on the right leg. And it feels like it's shifting. Oh, no. That's just a sprain. Just keep doing this physical therapy. You keep doing these exercises. You don't even have to come in. You can do these exercises at home. It will get better. Okay. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an orthopedist. I don't know. Doesn't sound right to me, but hey, what do I know? I'm a working-day guy. So I go back to work. Because, again, we're short-handed of good people. And my good people are getting their asses handed to them. Their rear ends handed to them. because I'm not there to pull my weight. And they had to put somebody with me because I can't carry the big. Okay, fine. I just make some allowances, make some adjustments. I do. I'll work through this. So I did because, they told me, just keep doing this therapy. It will eventually work. It's almost 3 years later. It ain't working. It's getting worse. To the point where even some of my customers have asked me, hey man, are you going to do something about that? Because I'm getting tired of watching you limp around here. You're getting bad now. I mean, you're like sidestepping up the stairs and stuff. Why are you doing this? They're right. Quit being stubborn. All right, so go back. Still having the same issue. Not the same problem. Let's do a different doctor. Another quack. Oh, no. It's just a sprain. No, it's not. A sprain doesn't last 3 damn years. And while I may not be a doctor, my original thought was, as I said before, a sprain doesn't click, clack, and shift in the dang hip socket. Something's wrong. No, it's just sprain. No. Had to demand and fight him on it. Because the workers' comp company wasn't going to do it. Nope, that's what that doctor said. Well, I'm sure they paid him plenty to say that. Anyways, so they sent me to a joint doctor or whatever. They get a MRI and an arthrogram where they shoot the dye in. As soon as they shoot the dye in, oh, look at there. Yeah, your labrum's tore up. Got some trash in there, need to clear out. We're going to do a scope, fix that labrum, you'll be good as new. Okay. This was in, not this past August, like, what, 8 months ago now? 7 months, something like that. Not this past August, a year ago this August. I said, all right, we'll schedule it for September 25th. A year ago, September 25th. Now, understand that, when you go to these doctors, you go to a new doctor's office, what's the first thing they always do? I don't know if you've ever been. Usually mine has just been going like DOT physical and stuff in. Take height, take weight, blood pressure, questionnaire. So they had all that information going, right? The 1st of August, when they scheduled the surgery for September 25th, right? Follow me? So the second week of September, they had me go in for the pre-surgery thing. Said, well, we've got a problem with your blood pressure, and we want to have that looked at first, so we're going to postpone the surgery. Now, again, this is like 5 weeks after they scheduled it, when they already knew what my blood pressure was, but they didn't do anything then. Well, hey, let's just go see if we can take care of this before the surgery. No, they wait till this point and then just cancel the surgery. Postpone it. We're going to have you go look at this. Okay, well, all right, whatever. At this time, I am September of last year, not this past September, a year ago this September, I went off time clock on to workers' comp. Okay, so then they had to get set up to get the blood pressure taken care of. Okay, so went seen doctor, got some medicine, bing, works. Right there in the levels, right where they're supposed to be. Okay, cool. So I'm good. Let's go do the surgery thing. Well, we want to send you for another test. Okay. All right, we're going to do this. So, now, a little backstory on this. To get to this point, actual corporate nurse for the company, sounds like Maples, had actually had to get involved to get the workers' comp people to answer the damn phone. Because they just wouldn't. They wouldn't return calls. They wouldn't answer the phone. They weren't not just calling me. They weren't calling the doctors. They weren't returning the doctor's phone calls. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, what the hell? So I called my employer and complained. And I complained enough that someone from the corporate office in Connecticut, I believe it's Connecticut, I was actually calling to Oklahoma to hey, get on it. So this has been an issue the whole time, right? Because I was on light duty for 7 months waiting to get to see that doctor. I was still going in and doing what I could of my job. It got to the point where I was no longer driving a box truck because my hip was hurting too bad climbing in and out of it. I was now driving basically a little Sprinter van and just carrying little packages, doing whatever I could to help. But that stopped, I believe, September 1st. A year ago, September 1st. But that whole 5 weeks there, they could have had me come in and take that blood pressure medicine, get that taken care of. It never had to affect it. I didn't understand then why that was. I couldn't figure out why it was being done that way. I thought it was stupid. I commented that it didn't make any sense. That why didn't we get this taken care of when we knew it was an issue? You were going to have an issue with it. What? Whatever. Y'all medical professionals. I'm just a worker bee. So, okay. So I go to that doctor and go get that. She says she wants a second test after the blood pressure medicine works. Well, shit, that wasn't enough billing time, I guess. So, okay, we're going to give you another test. Well, I don't hear anything from that doctor. I don't hear anything from the workers' comp people. I wait a week and a call. Standard. Wait a week and a call. Then I get a call, not from the workers' comp, not from the doctor, but from the place that's going to be doing the testing. They call me and let me know that in mid-November, a year ago mid-November, to let me know that I'm going to have that test in mid-February. About a year ago now. Actually, I think it's exactly a year ago today, being February 13th. But from mid-November to mid-February. And I was like, well, why are we doing it that far out? Well, that's when they scheduled it. I didn't understand why it was that long. I didn't know yet. I'm getting there. But I just asked one simple question. Is there an earlier date? Oh, yeah, we got plenty. We can do it December 22nd. Done. Knock a month and a half off this thing like that. Let's get this done. I want to get fixed. Whatever you got to do, let's get it done. So I get back doing my life, get back to work, go back making my money, my full check. So I'm not doing half days and stuff because it's all they got for me. And spending my vacation time and my sick time to try and fill the gaps. So it happened December 22nd. Again, a year ago, December 22nd. Well, it's December 23rd. It's the holiday. I know there's not going to be anybody who won't deal with it. They're not going to call and bug them about it on Christmas Eve to get it. So, all right. It's doctor's office. I give them until the first year. So I waited until January 2nd. Again, a year ago, this past January 2nd. It was a year. I called the doctor's office and the work comp people. Because, work comp people have to approve everything that's going on. So I'm trying to keep them in the loop because that's what they asked me to do. Didn't hear anything. January 5th, same thing. The next Monday, same thing. Next Monday, same thing. I'm not hearing anything back. And by this time, the corporate nurse that had been cracking the whip on him has already called me and told me that she's no longer going to be working there. I don't know why, but she's not. And they're not going to have anybody else doing it. So finally, at the end of January last year, the doctor's office finally called me. Oh, yeah, we got your test. Yeah, I know. I did it on December 22nd. I've been calling you guys for 3 weeks. I ain't heard nothing from you. Thank you for returning my call finally. Well, we returned all the calls. No, you don't, because you didn't return mine. Still haven't heard anything from the workers' comp place. Sounds like Hormel. So I'm going to go into the office, of course. But I'm getting frustrated because I feel like I'm getting run around, and I don't understand why they're wasting all this time when they're paying me weekly to not work, when they could just fix me and I could go back to work and they wouldn't have to pay me no more. Doesn't make any sense to me. Because I'm stupid and I don't understand it. We'll get to that in a minute. But the doctor asked me, well, you seem to be a little irritated, Mr. Smith. What's the problem? I'm the type of guy, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. If you don't want to know my opinion, don't ask me. Because you're going to get it. Period. So I told her, I said, well, quite frankly, I'm frustrated with the fact that I've been calling you for a month. I didn't hear nothing. Why is it taking so long? Why are you guys taking so long to get this done? I'm having an issue here. I've already been told at that point, and when they postponed the surgery, they told me to quit doing the physical therapy because it was probably doing more damage to my hip, and I should stop and just stay at home, stay on the couch, take it easy. So I couldn't do anything. Anyways, I mentioned it. Yeah, I understand it's not your hip, but what's that? At least a phone call back would have been nice. And it was insinuated that I didn't like the service. Maybe I should take myself somewhere else. I ain't never been one to hang around where I ain't wanted. Especially when you're making bukus off this. Those BMWs don't come cheap. But left there, called workers' comp place. That's like Hormel. Over and over, same thing, over and over. Nothing. Finally get a response back. Well, we're going to say, okay, well, if that's the case, my blood pressure's fine. Apparently there's nothing wrong with the test because they never told me anything about the test. They never even mentioned it. So I'm guessing that went okay. Blood pressure's fine because I still got the meds. But we're going to send you back to the doctor to do the scope. He wants to see you, do your pre-things. Okay, cool, no problem. Finally, get some traction here. Get this going. Yes. So I go in there and he wants to take another x-ray. Now, I remember before, they couldn't do it with an x-ray. Couldn't see anything with an x-ray. Couldn't see anything with a regular MRI. They had to do the arthrogram where they shoot the dye in your hip. Then they could see it. This time they do an x-ray. Oh, dang. Ooh. It's worse. I don't think the scope's going to help you. You're going to need a full hip replacement. I don't do that, so we're going to refer you. Okay. What do we got to do? So that was March. Finally got to see the early to mid-March. Finally, after a lot of calls and not answering, calls not answering, go see the surgeon who does the hip replacements. In either the last week of April or the first week of May last year. And he goes, well, Yep, you do. There's a problem there. We really wouldn't need to do this, but I think you're too big. You're going to have lose 90 pounds, which admittedly, in that whole time I've been sitting, I'd gained an extra 35 pounds, 35, 40 pounds. So I was 350 pounds. I was fat. But I've been fat for 25 years. And even my old fat self, even with a bum hip, was still carrying a lot of my load. I just couldn't carry the weight. But, hey, I'm not a doctor. Okay. So I leave there, call the workers' comp people. No response. Next day, no response. Next day, no response. Okay, fine. Here we go again. Monday, no response. Next Monday, no response. Then the check quit coming. Well, no, wait a minute. Still not getting a response from them. So then I got to call my employer. Sounds like Maples. And like, hey, what's going on here? I can't get them to talk about the doctor. I can't. The checks quit coming. What the hell's going on? Oh, we got this. We got this. There was a mix up. This. Be patient. Now this is the first week of June of last year. And the whole week of June, 2 or 3 calls a week because I don't have any money. No one ever told me that this stuff comes loose. And here's the thing that I told you I'll tell you about later. At least in Oklahoma, they only have to pay you for 34 weeks. Unless a surgery is actually scheduled. It doesn't count if there was one scheduled before. And if they can drag you out to that 34 weeks, remember all that time I was calling, they wouldn't answer the phone, take 3-4 weeks for them to get any response. If they can stretch it out 34 weeks, they're done. Not that they don't have to pay you anymore. They don't have to fix it anymore. Nah, just thinking. All they got to do is they pay you for 34 weeks. They don't got to pay you anymore. They don't got to fix you. You're just stuck. Ass out. No matter. Doesn't matter. If you can get away with it, and they'll try. Obviously they did. But anyways, so went through the whole month of June, hearing that back and forth. I'm selling my tools, sold my toolboxes. I sent my car back because I can't make payments on it. Sold everything I had that was worth value, of any kind of really intrinsic value. Sold it all. Just try and get rent caught up to where I could. Because I was still paying it, but here in June I've got a whole month now. I ain't got no money. The whole time, my employer, sounds like Maples, is telling me, we got you. No. Man, you've done for us. You brought in these guys with you. We called you and asked you to come help us set this shop up. You came in like gangbusters. We got you. Look, we're standing up for you. We're going to do this. I guess I could mention that the year before, when I'd fallen out and broken my arm right here, it had taken a month for them to get me to see a doctor. A month. And I just dealt with it. I worked one-handed for a month while that thing was knitting and setting on its own. And then when the quack they sent me to, all he did was wrap it in a cast, which it wasn't healing right. And the cast, goose frappa. Let's let that one go. It pops, cracks, and whizzes, but I can use it. Whatever. But then at the end of June, I just, you know what? No, we can't do anything. Sorry, see ya. Wait, what? Yeah, no, you're timed out. What do you mean I'm timed out? I've been complaining about how long it's been taking the whole time. You guys have been telling me for the past month, you got this. Yeah, well, we don't. So I finally did what I should have done on day one. And what I'm telling you to get a lawyer. Get it. If it ain't going perfectly, if you're having to take any time, get a lawyer. An advocate, something. That was, what, second or third week of July? I think third week of July. Second week. It was second week of July. It is now February 13th. 7 months later. Hip still biting. Ain't worth shit. Now, I have lost 50 pounds because I've been on a rice and meat diet. Now, this 7 months, I haven't been getting paid anything. I can't file for unemployment because my employer, sounds like Maples, has still got me on leave status. So I can't file unemployment because technically, according to them, I still work for them. I'm on leave. Although, I'm on leave. I can't pay it. I can't pay for another doctor to do another blood pressure medicine thing because the first one didn't renew the prescriptions. You know, the ongoing blood pressure is an ongoing thing. Didn't renew the prescriptions. See? Didn't bother to renew them, even though, according to them, it was really bad, needed to have them. Haven't had them for, since July. Still here. Anyways, I can't go get that taken care of. I don't have any money. I'm scraping, slide by, thank God. My landlord is a saint. He's been so patient and so cool. But finally, we were going to court like 3 weeks ago. Finally, got a court date. Going to the courthouse. I'm actually at the courthouse, which I think is probably why it went down this way, because I was there. I got there like 45 minutes early. Do what I got to do. And I'm a punctual type of guy. But all of a sudden, now the workers' comp company that has been denying the injury, that their doctor said, because I didn't go in asking for hip surgery. I didn't go asking for any surgery. I just want to be fixed. Hell, give me okay, and I'll do it. But do something. Your doctor said this. Sorry. I get a little worked up sometimes. I'm trying real hard to be calm, cool, and collected about this. It ain't easy. But they were denying the injury. Then, all of a sudden, on the day that we're supposed to go see the judge and talk to the judge, now all of a sudden, they see this. And we're willing to restart all this up. And we'll get back this, we'll get you down to weight, blah, blah, blah. But we're not paying for the doctors. I mean, the surgeon, yeah, they'll pay for that. But, to go see blood pressure medicine, or pay bills, buy food, pay rent, transportation. No, we're not going to pay any of that. You got to lose that other 40 pounds. Starvation method's working. Rice and beans. We don't think that's an option. Or we can do mediation. I know it's stupid. Shouldn't make them wait it out. Well, I can't. I've been waiting for 7 months with nothing. I don't have anything anymore because I had to sell it all to stay alive. So I'm fine. We'll do mediation. 3 weeks ago, right? Been scheduled. 3 weeks. Three. Mediation, guess what? It was today. February 13th, 2025. That's when they were going to have mediation. I need you to stay by my phone. Okay, do that. So it's been scheduled for 3 weeks. So all parties have known about it. Today, the company he used to work for, sounds like Mabel's, they decide they want to sit in, but they can't do it today. Yeah. No. So we're going to have to postpone again. See the pattern here? Over. No, they're just dragging it out. Trying to get it where they'll throw a $5 bill down there and I'm going to jump on it, they think. I just want to be done with them. I mean, it's partially my fault for expecting someone to treat me like I treated them. Show the same honesty and honor and integrity that I gave them. I shouldn't have expected that. That's what I've been told. That I should have known. They were trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, man. So now I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how long. Because, lawyer's assistant called me. Tell me about it. Again, look, they're stressing out again. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, ho-hum, lackadaisical. They don't give a damn. Share this with your friends. Get a lawyer. Don't fuck around. Sorry for the French. Don't mess around. Don't expect them to do the right thing. Don't mistake your boss for the big head honchos. My boss is gold. It's a good dude. Damn good dude. I call him my brother. I haven't spoke to him in a year and a half because of this stuff here. Well, be since July, so 7 months. Because, you can't speak to me because he's the manager. Can't have contact with someone who's got a lawsuit against him. It'd look bad. And he didn't say that. I did. I don't want to put him in that position. But the company, F them. F them. But share this to your friends. Tell them, get that lawyer. Get him right away. And ask around first. You don't want just the ambulance chaser. You want someone who's actually going to try and do something for you. Instead of just file the paperwork and wait. Because that's what it feels like has been done. File the paperwork and they're just waiting. Now, hey, look. They caught us completely off guard and pulled another delay tactic. So you're just going to have to just float out there in the atmosphere that much longer. How much longer? Oh, we don't know. Just whatever. We'll let you know. Share this with your friends. Have them share it with their friends. Watch your back out there. They're after all of us. Later.